Ukraine is the second largest country in Europe after Russia. Total area is some 600,000 square meters, roughly twice the size of Italy or slightly smaller than the U.S. state of Texas. Capital is Kyiv or Kiev. Population is about 44 million. Language is Ukrainian. Money is hryvnia or UAH. System of government is unitary, multi-party republic with a single legislative house named the Verkhovna Rada, or Supreme Council. The country's head of state is president, currently Volodymyr Zelenskyy, and it also has a prime minister as head of government, currently Denis Shmyhal. Gross domestic product, or GDP, is some 155.6 billion US dollars. This means nearly half of Ukrainians are poor. For example, the average salary is about $775 per month. Ukraine is important because it has oil, uranium for nuclear power, titanium, iron, steel, ammonia for fertilizer, water purification, air conditioner and heaters, and to make plastic, explosives, textiles, pesticides, dyes, and other chemicals, and is a major source of Europe's arable or fertile land to grow vegetables and others. Ukraine was part of the former Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or USSR, or the Soviet Union, which collapsed from around 1988 to 1991, because its final leader, Mikhail Gorbachev, who governed from 1985 to 1991, sought to reform communism by introducing the concept of glasnost, or openness, for Soviet citizens to have a say in how they are governed. Gorbachev allowed elections with a multi-party system and created a presidency that slowly started democratization and eventually destabilized communist control. After the fall of the Soviet Union, the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, or the Northern Atlantic Alliance, an intergovernmental military alliance between 28 European countries, Canada, and the United States, whose purpose is to guarantee the freedom and security of its members through political and military means, took in most of the European nations that had been part of the Soviet Union. And in 2008, NATO said it planned to enroll Ukraine. But Russia feels Ukraine, along with other former USSR countries like Belarus, is fundamentally part of Russia, culturally and historically. Current Russian President Vladimir Putin described Soviet disintegration as a catastrophe that robbed Russia of its rightful place among the world's great powers and put it at the mercy of a predatory West. Putin calls NATO expansion menacing, and the prospect of Ukraine joining a major threat to Russia. Putin has spent his 22 years in power rebuilding Russia's military and reasserting its political clout toward Soviet reunification. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment.